outside for easy access. Those are the side pockets here. All right, back on the trail. Back on the cabin loop, actually, up on the Mogollon Rim here in Arizona. But today's video is a little bit different. Today's not about the hike. Today we're taking a first timer with us, my buddy Dutch. This is his first ever backpacking trip, so today's video is about the experience of a first time backpacker. Gave him a couple options on what hike we should do, and he chose this half of the cabin loop. I think slightly on the more difficult side for a first time backpacker. We're doing about 16.5 miles round trip, a little over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. Not too bad, but we'll see how a first timer does. So, any worries that you had coming into this hike?
Yeah, a few of them. The first one would be weather. I know you premised the whole trip with that it might rain, and you had mentioned to line my backpack with a trash bag, which was really good advice. I didn't even think about that. Another one that popped in my head while we were kind of cruising through the trail was whether or not the trail would be marked, and getting kind of totally lost had I not had a guide. And so far the trail is like decently marked, like, you know, been able to follow it relatively easily. Oh, and then the other was my shoes, whether or not my shoes would be able to make it. I mean, we're like barely into the hike, and so far I feel all right, so we'll see how I feel at the end of it.
What happened to your hiking boots?
Dogs ate them. So far I feel all right, but that might change.
So aside from the shoes, I've kind of outfitted with some pretty good gear, so you should be set in terms of gear. I'm just curious how the weather's gonna hold up. Might be getting some rain.
So Dutch, we got to take a beer break today.
Okay.
Because we've earned it.
Yeah.
But we haven't earned it yet. We got to get out of Barbershop Canyon. It's a push. Once you get to the top, there'll be a nice icy cold beer waiting.
Okay.
Let's do it, brother.
All right, let's do it.
Biggest climb of the trip, coming right up. Dude, fucking crushed that hill.
Thanks, man.
At the Barbershop Canyon.
Barbershop Canyon.
All right, killed that climb. Looks like the storm clouds have passed for now. Now we just have some nice partly cloudy skies. Could not ask for better weather. This is great.
Whistling Springs.
Yep, so we started about here.
Where we started?
And now we are here. We'll be camping somewhere along here. And then tomorrow, take Houston Brothers on to Barbershop, back to the car. Got 1.5 to our first potential campsite.
Camper backpacking camp spot.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You made it.
Made it.
We did it.
I can still feel my feet, so that's good.
Good. How's like the soles of your feet with those things?
They're all right. Not too bad.
Good.
Yeah. No, they're surprisingly durable.
I remember 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, whenever me and Justin started backpacking, I remember distinctly the first time that I backpacked, my shoulders were just dying from the straps.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, the pack that Justin gave me is fucking saving my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first time that we went backpacking, you had Mary's pack on,
right.
which is way the hell too small for
I'm
you.
6'3". It was made for like
a 5'4" woman. So we decided to call it quits today at Aspen Springs / Aspen Cabin. We're setting up in the woods here. We've got the cabin right there. We're not too far away from it. Not too far away from the water, but nice secluded spot here out in the woods. Surrounded by ferns, so nice little spot. We're gonna get camp set up. I'll talk to you later. All right, so first thing is gonna be put down the footprints. What I would do, luckily it's not too windy, footprint is gonna go here. So yeah, you'll see where they go. Snap into the little corner pieces there. Let's now get the stakes in. So we'll stake out the head first. So just got to document Dutch's first time.
I see that. It's a proud moment.
Everyone's first time filtering water.
Squeeze it.
Squeeze it good.
Squeeze it, Dutch. So, what did you do after you got water?
We had a beer.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Maybe a little more. Maybe a little bit more.
All right, now you're gonna get your jet oil started. You turn left to make the gas flow, and then this button right here is your igniter.
Good morning from Aspen Cabin. It is a beautiful morning too. It's almost 7 o'clock and back at the campsite, Andy and Dutch are still sleeping hard. That was the biggest hike Dutch has ever done in his life. About, a little over 9 miles we calculated, and with a 30-pound pack on, so good on him. I'll let him rest for sure, but yeah, we had a good night last night. Got a little bit of rain. Had a couple beers. Good amount of whiskey, so when he wakes up, I'm curious how he's going to be feeling. But we have about 7-ish miles back to the car today, and a good amount of climbing, so we will see how the day goes. How's the coffee, Dutch?
Surprisingly good.
How'd you sleep last night?
Like a rock.
So 9 miles of hiking, and then some whiskey and beers did it for you?
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as we camped out over there, just took a little breather, I passed out for like 20 minutes too,
In the
so,
chair, yeah.
Yeah.
Ready for 7 miles out today?
Sure am.
So the climb out of Barbershop Canyon is a bitch. Let's see how Dutch feels. How was that climb out of Barbershop Canyon?
No.
All right, Dutch. First backpacking trip ever for you in the books, and not a particularly easy one. How you feeling? What are your thoughts?
Definitely didn't not like it. It was very enjoyable just being amongst nature, you know, camping with my buddies. There was a few parts where I wanted to die, but other than that, I had a really enjoyable time.
So would you go again?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Go with you guys again.
So I would consider this then a success.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Cheers.